Welcome back, guys, to the 100th Blender live stream. Bit of a celebration, I would say, but welcome to the stream. My name is Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and I've got a little bit of a reveal. As you can tell by the title of the stream, it is called Modelling New Game Assets. What could that be? Well, in the last stream, or the last two streams, I did mention at one point I'm going to be making a game with a friend from university, and he's a 3D artist. And basically, we are going to be making a kind of organisation simulation type game. We've got a really cool concept. We've brainstormed ideas. And it's gonna be fucking awesome. So we're gonna split today's stream into two parts. The first one will be modeling assets. The second one will be some game dev in the Unreal Engine. So the props I'm going to be modeling, the first level is basically going to be a stationery shop. So I've got a list of assets we need. I've got like notebooks, pencils, pens, rubbers, pencil cases, rulers, compasses, loads of different stuff. So I'm basically going to model these. We're going to create multiple variants of the models, and we're just going to go with it, really. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get up some reference images. I should know how a pencil looks. Right, so without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to have naming conventions for the assets. The point of origin I am going to have as what am I going to have them as? They're going to be center of the geometry, because I want to rotate the objects in the game engine. But the only thing is, in the game engine, if you're trying to sort things onto shelves and things, if the point of origin is center and you move it to a point, it's going to stick in between things. So I should be able to change the point of origin in the Unreal Engine. We'll go with it. So first off, I'm going to make a new collection. I'm going to call this levels, and then we're going to do a new collection inside of that and call this stationery. And then I think I'll start with pencils. That's going to be one of the easiest ones. The reason why I'm modelling the props first is I basically want some props to actually bring into Engine and have a play around with. So I've got an idea of how to get the physics and functionality working. So let's jump into it. I'm just going to check my sugars. Bear with. Okay, good. Right, so we're going to start with a pencil. So I'm going to make a new collection. I'm going to call this pencils. So we'll start with cylinder. This is going to be a low poly game, guys, so I don't want it being super high detail. I think that'll be... Let's go 6. So RX90. Now these things are going to kind of be to scale, maybe a tiny bit larger. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a human reference. Turn on that. .8. Right, so that is... Oh, hold on. That is basically going to be... There we go. So that's going to be the human scale reference. Welcome to the stream, guys. So what we can actually do, we can model this large and then just scale it down. So right, so I'm going to scale. Let's get the face. Actually, okay, so we're going to do a traditional pencil here. Right, so we'll do a loop cut probably about there, and then we'll extrude this one out. So that will basically be the rubber. And then for this one, this will be the kind of metal ring. No. Hold on. Fuck's sake. There we go. Right, so it's not... It's kind of like that. It's... Sometimes they're like that, but... We'll do a tiny little lip. And then... If we inset this... And then the reason why I'm insetting it is so that I can just do... The rubber's normally got a bit of a smooth end to it, so that's why I'm just doing that. Just so it's got a little bit of a rubbery curve to it. Go to this face. We'll extrude to about... Probably to about there. And then what we can do is we can always just G on the Y if the pencil's looking a little bit too stubby. Okay. And now what we want to do is do the lead. So if we scale that down to something like that. And then if we inset that a tad, and then pencil. Hey RP, welcome to the stream, bro. How are you doing? Right, so we're gonna label this as SM for static mesh, pencil, Right, so it's 94 tries at the minute. We're making a low poly game. RP, I don't know if you're with me at the beginning of the stream. I announced that I'm going to be developing a new game with a friend. So this is what we're doing. We are doing a organising simulation type game, and our first level is going to be a stationery store. So I'm basically modelling props for that. Okay. Right, I want to add just the little metal indentations. Obviously it's going to add to the tries though, so I need to be... I'm just going to do 2 cuts. And then if we do Control B, like that. Yes, bro! Game dev, here we come! Right, I've got a list of props. So the first level, welcome to Stream Binary. I'm modelling the assets for our first level in our game. It's basically an organisation sim. There's not many games in the genre. It's a kind of fresh genre. We've got a really cool idea together though, and yeah, we're basically modelling the stuff for the first level. I'm gonna be doing a couple hours stream modelling these assets, and then I'll be jumping into the Unreal Engine to start playing around with the spawning of assets, picking them up, moving them around, functionality, getting the bare bones of you know, interaction with the objects going. So the first stream will be modelling. I'll stop the stream when I'm done, and then we'll have like a half-hour break, and then I'll be back in a new stream for the Unreal Engine. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will stick around for the journey. There we go. It's going to be awesome, dude. And the great thing is, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a complicated game at all. Like, it's going to be quite simplistic, and I don't foresee any problems at all. It's going to be really, really fun, and it's, yeah, I'm really excited. We're both really, really excited. So we're both going to be modelling the assets. So here's this is actually my first time modelling a pencil as well. We've got the reference for hold on. This is my human scale reference. So let's go into the shading. I'm not going to do any fancy materials. We do have a really cool couple of levels that will involve texture painting, because we're going to be creating like these cases. I don't want to say any more because it's really, really exciting. I don't want to like ruin it. Like, but the intention with this game as well is to release a demo on itch, just to build up some hype, see if people like it, with the aim to release it on Steam. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled, guys. But I'll be streaming all of the development, so you'll see everything. It'll be quite nice to share the journey. Right, let's give this some materials. So we're gonna need pencil wood. So I'm just gonna call this pencil. Actually, if I wood pencil, I'm gonna get the colour just right. Kind of like that, actually. We can always play around with these. So the roughness of the wood itself isn't that shiny. And the reason why I just want to make sure everything's done really nicely is because it would be nice for people that play the game to actually, if they want to have a look at some of the models, if they think they look cool and are like, oh, that looks really cool, wouldn't mind having a closer look, we can give that feature. So on that basis, the models need to be fairly decent and flawless. So, right, we need lead. Why is that not selecting? Bro. Bro. What's going on there? What pain in the ass? So we're going to do a new slot. Assign, and we'll call this lead. And lead itself, it does have a bit of a reflection to it. So there we go. What do you call this part of the pencil at the back, the metal part of the pencil? Does anyone know? What's the metal bit called? I don't want to ask AI what it's called. If anyone in chat knows, drop a comment. Ah, okay. That's a very interesting name. I don't know if any of you will know. No, not binary. The metal part of a pencil by the rubber is called the ferrule. It's called a ferrule. This is very interesting name. I want that to be brighter. Okay. What colour shall we have the first pencil as, guys? I'll let you guys pick the colour. What colour shall this pencil be in the middle? Drop a comment. Yellow. Okay. Let's see how yellow looks then. Now, normally, the part of the pencil, that part of the pencil is normally quite reflective because it's just got like a plasticky almost a plasticky coat to it, so don't want it to be that shiny. If we go 0.2, maybe 0.35. I'll tell you what, that's my first time modelling a pencil. I'm very happy with that. 166 tries. It's a six-sided hexagon. Hexagon? Yeah, it's hexagon, so I'm happy with that level of detail, though. I don't want to reduce it furthermore. Well, the pencil took me one try. Honestly, it's the first time I've modelled a pencil. How's that as the colour? Was that? Are you happy with that, RP? Nice yellow colour. Right, Binary, you're up next. You pick the next colour, dude. Anyone else that's watching, you can pick a colour. Red, okay. Right, let's just scale this down. Get the reference in. And we need to set the point of origin to the centre of geometry. Ooh, that's not right. Oh wait, I need to apply the scale, hold on. Apply all transforms, and then... Okay, that's been a bit of a bugger. Not a problem, bear with me guys. So what I'm going to do, to get the dead centre point of this, I want to feature in the game, like the idea is when someone picks up an object, they take it to a shelf and they put it away and then it stacks. But in a lot of games like Fallout and Skyrim, when you pick up items you can rotate them and actually inspect them. And I thought that'd be quite nice. We can also have this feature in the like collection log, so you can look at previous models that you've found. So to get the center, dead center in the middle of this geometry, I'm going to select this edge loop here. And then this one there. So we've got the two ends. Not at the end of the rubber. I mean, to be fair, I could actually... Maybe it might be better if I do go for the dead end here. And then do cursor to selected. Why is that not doing it? Cursor to selected. That's not right. Hold on, let me try it the way I was going to do it, guys. I'll make the red one in just a second, dude. Right, we've got those two selected, so there we go. Now it's in the centre. I don't know why it wasn't doing it. I'm wondering if that's because that was a single vert and we'd selected multiple verts there. That was a bit odd. So now we're going to origin there, and then we're going to put the cursor to world origin, select the object, and then we're going to do selection to cursor. And now that's dead center. And we're going to scale this down, so that little block there is a human reference. We can actually Google how big a pencil is, but if we want it to be super accurate, it feels quite big, doesn't it? There we go. I mean, we can always scale it down. Like if it's in engine, we're like, it's still too big. That feels like a good size. Right, I'm going to hide that reference. Do you guys like the pencil? We're just going to apply all of the transforms. There we go. Right, so binary suggested a red. Maybe make it thinner. Thinner? What, do you mean longer? That is, I've literally got reference images up of pencils. That's pretty much how it looks. Longer works. What, like that? Okay, we'll go for that then. Happy? Right, so dude suggested, binary suggested red. Anyone else that's watching, if you want to pick a colour for the pencil, drop a comment and let me know. You get to pick a colour for the game. Right, so I'm going to copy this one and we'll call this B. What kind of red were you thinking? Like a dark red? The bright one, the saturated one feels too bright, but what about, how's that for you? You like that one? Is that good, binary? Or do you want it a bit brighter? A tad brighter. There we go, that's a tad. Has anyone else got any colour suggestions for the pencils? I'm going to do orange while we're waiting for other people to select. I don't know. Orange, red, yellow. I like that one. Okay, so we've got an orange, red and a yellow pencil. Any other colours, guys? Drop a comment. What colour would you like a pencil? I'm basically going to do 5 colours for each prop. So 5 variations. So we've got 2 more colours. I'll let you guys pick the last 2 colours. First come, first serve. Whoever drops the next comment gets that colour. Tick-tock, motherfuckers. Tick-tock. Oh, no, I'm not doing a rainbow wave. No rainbows. Got to be a single colour. Any single colour. At the moment we've got orange, red and yellow. Purple, okay. I need one more colour, guys. RP, do you want to pick another colour? Is that okay? Oh, lavender's a bit close to purple, RP. Try a different one, dude. How's that, binary? Green. Nice. I was wondering if anyone would pick blue. Okay, so this is green. Okay. Coming up, sir. I'm really excited to get in Unreal and get this functionality going. Really, really excited, guys. Green, so this is going to be E. Green. Are we talking lime green or dark green? What shade of green would you like? Lime green, forest green, cerulean green. What about lime? What about that? How's that for you? It's quite a nice. Do you like that? I quite like that green. That's not too dark, not too fluorescent. It's like a nice. It's a nice green, that. I'm going to leave it as that pending your thumbs up. Right, I'm going to send this to my friend just to show him that the first prop's been done. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so I'm going to tick that off. Pencils is done. Okay, guys, I'm gonna thank you for following or subscribing, Sean. Guessing you're watching on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this a bit fun, guys. Give me a moment. I did this earlier. You're gonna like this. I'm gonna post some props in the chat. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to comment 2 of your choices. Okay. Bear with me. And basically this will be the next item that we're going to model, so we're making this a bit fun. So here is a list of props. So everyone can pick 2 items that they would like to see modelled next. I will put those choices into a wheel spinner and then we're going to spin the wheel. Okay, so drop a comment with your choices, and that's what we will model next. Let's get a bit of interaction going. I'm gonna make my choices. They're my choices. I'm definitely not cherry picking from the list here. Sellotape? What do you mean, what's sellotape? I don't know what you call it over in Canada. Sellotape is basically sticky tape. It's normally transparent or like a slight yellowy colour. It's what cardboard boxes and packaging gets sealed with. That's the brand name. It might be with an S, but I'm pretty sure it's with a C. But over here in the UK, it's called sellotape. So you get two choices. Drop the comment and I will add these to the wheel. Okay. Balls of string and cases. Okay. RP, have you got two that you want to choose? It can be the same as the choice already. Oh my god, balls of string. Dude, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I could do it. It's just like that. There might be a little bit of detail on it. Sellotape. Oh my god. You get another choice as well, RP. Anyone else watching, feel free to drop a comment. I should try and open up YouTube, and because I'm not sure if YouTube chat's coming through. I mean, it should do. I've got the multi-stream tab open. One more choice, RP. You're kind of spoilt for choice. Is anyone going to pick something difficult for me to model? That's the question. Because there are one or two things on there. Like, I don't doubt my ability. I could model everything, but there's one or two things that might be tricky. Come on, RP. Pick one more thing. You got this, dude. What are you going to go for? If I have that there. Oh my god, I knew you'd pick stapler. I knew it. I knew you would pick that. Here we go. This is what we're modelling next. Pencil cases. Okay. Pencil cases. Pencil case. Okay. Oh god, it's got a zip. Ooh. Oh, zippy zippy. Right, how am I going to do this? Am I going to do it circular, or am I going to do it as a kind of rectangle with a slight curve to the top? There's a couple of options that we could do. Oh, I quite like that one. Okay, I could do that. That's simple. It's not circular. It's... All right, here we go. New collection. Pencil cases. Okay. You've picked a tricky one here. I didn't realise. I mean, what shape should I go for? Who picked pencil cases? Cases, binary, you picked it. I'll tell you what, binary, I'll let you pick the shape. Would you like a circular style pencil case, or would you like a kind of slightly curved rectangular shape? I'll let you decide. Curved. So like a slightly rectangular shape, not circular, I'm assuming. Mostly, yeah, okay, got ya. No problem. I got you, bro. Right, so it would make sense for the pencil case to be a sensible size to scale with the other props. So the other props need to kind of fit inside there. So if I had it about that size. What was the... There we go. Okay. Okay. So we need to add a zip. Okay. Right, so we're going to do a loop cut about there. I'm just looking at some reference images here. Okay, I'll have the zip on the top. If we want to... We definitely need a cut there. That can be for the zip. And then if I do this and scale on the X, that will be for the zip, this face here. And if I want to add a slight curve, I'm just trying to think how to do this whilst keeping it quite low details. If I do another cut there and then I think we're going to need a couple more cuts in here. Oh, fuck me. I don't really want to add any more detail because that's already 132 tries and we've got to do the zip. But right, zip. So the zip basically one, two, three, four, five. Right, they're Engons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just. There we go. I know Engons are, I think, to be avoided, so before I did that it was like an Engon, so anything that's above 4 verts is an Engon. So right, now what I need to do is I'm just going to select these verts and I'm just going to move these, align them correctly. It's bugging me that they've gone off. Okay. Right. And then increment the sip of the coffee for a bit of rocket fuel. Okay, so that's quite a nice shape to the pencil case, I'd say. So a tiny bit of curvature to it. Obviously, it's got a few more tries because obviously it's got like a zip and things. I think for this part, we can just do a very rough zip. But if I do those bits, as the zip, okay, this is going to be interesting. So if I want to do a zip, okay. I mean, I don't want to do a cut through all of this. What I'd rather do is separate what I've done in the middle there as a separate object and then rejoin it. So let's try that. So if I do P, separate by selection. And then one, two, three. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. I'll try not to swear. What do you reckon? Hold on, I'm just going to try that again. Bear with me. So it's basically okay. Tape dispensers? What? What do you call tape dispensers? What, sellotape? Right, we're going to need a little hole in there. We could do the... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to separate that. So we've basically got the pencil case itself, then the zip, and then the zipper. So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to do a little hole in there. So we're going to use the boolean. So I'm going to set cursor to selected, Shift A. I'm just going to keep it simple. We're going to go for a cube. No, not a circle. I did just say cube. Okay. So now on cube 2, we're going to add the Boolean modifier to it. We're going to select cube 3. And then on cube 3, under the... I think it's this one. There we go. Back to the modifier, we're going to apply that, and then we're going to hide that, and there we go. That's our cut done. We've got a nasty little angon there. That's nasty little angon. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to triangulate the faces. There we go. And right, I'm going to rejoin these now. So, is it Control J? Yeah. So now what I can do is hopefully we've got two edges there. I need to basically, if I just get the verts and then just merge by distance. Oh, fucking hell. One vert, one edge. There we go. Done it. Lovely. Okay, so now that we've done that, we should be able to just select that. There you go, dude. Pencil case. You happy? I feel like maybe we should just smooth out the bottom. I'm quite happy with that for a pencil case. I'd buy that. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bevel the bottom edges, so just so it looks a bit more pencil case like. So we're going to Control B, just do a little bevel. I know there's a fair amount of tries on this, but there's your pencil case, dude. How does that look? Are you happy with that? What do you reckon? Right, guys. Pick the colours. RP, this was your choice. Off of the list, and it was the one that was selected. So, what colour would you like the pencil case to be? Lavender. Hold on. Binary gets to pick the colour. You can pick the next colour. Actually, RP, I'll do the next colour as lavender. Binary, what colour do you want the case, mate? Forest green. Okay. Forest green. Forest green. That's a bit. I would say that's forest green. What do you reckon? Are you happy with that for forest green? Okay. Right, and RP, you picked lavender. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm quite happy with that for a pencil case. I know the tries. It's 444 tries, but a pencil case is fairly detailed. And if I didn't have those bevels on the edges and that detail, it wouldn't really look like a pencil case. But that looks like a pencil case. Oh, right. Okay. So what we're just going to do before we do... hold on. We need to set the geometry. So if we want the center of that, I would probably do it somewhere around this this edge loop, because we have to think if we're... Oh, it is actually bang in the middle. It's already in the middle. That's already in the middle. Yeah, I'll leave that as it is, actually. Okay. Sorry. Right. So green, and then RP wanted lavender. Just to keep it consistent with the other colours, even though it's going to be lavender, I'll just name it purple. Or else I'll have all sorts of bloody colours. So I'm just going to apply the transforms to that. There we go. So duplicate, and then we'll call this purple, but it needs to be a lavender colour. So I hope you're watching, RP. You need to tell me if it's looking purple or if it's not. Pencil case A, copy that. Do you want to pick the next colour, Binary? Or anyone else watching, if there's anyone else watching? Lavender. So lavender is kind of like, I would say that's lavender. Are you happy with that, RP? For lavender? Awesome. I'm just going to send my friend the next model. Oh, cyan. Okay. That's basically rune armor in RuneScape. There you go. Right, I'm going to pick yellow because yellow's my favourite colour. So... Oh, shit! I fucked up. I fucked up. Hold on. I forgot to copy the sorry, I forgot to copy the, it was about there. Right, so we've got cyan, green, lavender. Right, so I'm going to copy that one, rename this to yellow. I love my yellow, it makes me happy. This is going to be pencil case D. Right, next person to drop a comment on the colour, that's what it will be. What's the next colour going to be, guys? First one to drop a comment with a colour, that's what it will be. Who's going to be first? At the moment we've got cyan, green, lavender and yellow. What you gonna pick, guys? I feel that might be a little bit too close to the cyan. With the game, I don't want it being too complicated. If there's colours that are too close together and the player picks up, like if they're looking for two of the same colour pencil case and that's very close to another, the cyan, they might get a little bit frustrated. Try picking a different one. Red, orange. Okay, I'll call it orange and I'll make it a dark orange. You thinking that? That's a reddish orange. Is that good for you? Yay or nay? It's like a burnt orange almost. Yeah, okay. Right, so we've got cyan, hold on. We've got yellow, purple, orange, green, cyan. Okay. We can tick pencil cases off of the list. Alright guys, I'm gonna post the remainder. I want everyone to pick two choices of what they would like modelled next. I'm gonna do the same choice. I forgot what my choices were. Oh yeah, that's my choice. Drop your comments, guys. Let's get some choices in here. Don't be shy. It's quite fun getting this. I like the spinner. This is actually how we decided, me and my friend, how we decided on the first level. God, the compass is going to be tricky, bro. What's your choice, Binary? Oh, 2 for scissors. Okay. Here we go. Oh, fuck! I thought that was going to be a ball of string. That was so close. Look how close it is. Okay, scissors. Excellent. Good choice, dude. That was so close, bro. Right, scissors. I have a feeling I've got an idea of how I'm going to model this. That's the one I want. Traditional school type scissors. Very, very simplistic. Okay, let me just think how I'm going to model this. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just thinking. Okay. Okay, that could work. Yeah, okay, alright. Alright, I've got an idea. There's multiple ways that I could do some scissors. I'm gonna try what I've got in my head first, and we'll see if it works. It should work. I've not modelled scissors before, guys. If I go quiet, it's because I'm concentrating on the modelling, guys. I'm not being rude. Hmm. What the? Oh no. Hold on, I need to do that again. It was at a funny angle. Oh. Hmm. Why the fuck is that not moving, dude? G on the X? Oh. Um, what the fuck is going on there? That metal, the handle looks fucking enormous. Let me sort that out. I want to convert it to a circle. Loop tools add-on. I'm pretty sure I do somewhere, dude. I need to convert that to a circle. Where was it? I remember... To circle, there we go. Oh, that didn't really work. We basically need to put on a tiny... Why is that being weird? Um... Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh no, that'll be alright. Okay. Here we go, guys. Um... Why are you being a bastard? Why are you being a bastard? I mean, this pair of scissors. Just need to. I may have underestimated scissors. Whoever picked scissors. Why did I pick scissors as well? I thought this would be easy. Hey Shavak, welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing? Binary. The two sides handles aren't symmetrical. Yeah, I've got a reference picture up. I've got the blades the correct way, so you can see this blade. This is like the flat edge. This bit here is the sharp. So I've got that correct. I think that will do though. I mean, when it comes to organising the scissors, I know that when you buy them, they wouldn't be open like that, but what we need to do, this is a thing that's really annoying. The face snapping isn't... Like, I need that to be... Oh, there we go. No, they won't. They won't close properly, but they are scissors. Like, come on. There's got to be like a little bit of understanding here. I know these aren't like closed, but like we can still have them like this shape. So that's basically that was a really tricky one to model. Well, not really tricky, but awkward. I think I've done a pretty good job though. Like, if someone's in the game and they're just inspecting the model, for a pair of basic scissors, I'm just wondering actually, should I have kept that? I should have kept the other side. What a bell end. Why did I get rid of that? I should have kept that because that does connect the two. Having removed that was a bit of a stupid move on my part, so apologies guys. We need that on the other side because that's like a rivet, I think they're called. What a bell end. If I'd have left that out, someone's playing a game, looks at the model, how the fuck is this holding together? What a noob. It's all groovy. Right, binary. This was mine and your choice for the scissors. What colour would you like the handles? You pick the first colour. Shavak and RP, you can pick the next two colours. So drop a comment. Slate handles. Ugh. Slate handles. Is there another colour? I mean... What colour do you want? That's slate handles. What is it? Slate is like grey. I mean, there's already the silver of the blade. Would that not? Grey with a tinge of blue. Grey with a tinge of blue. Coming up, sir. Pencil case A, pencil shaft. So if I call this scissor handle A. Grey with a tinge of blue. Like that. That's about right, isn't it? Awesome. Right. At RP and Shavak, I need you to pick some colours, or anyone else in the stream. If there's a colour of scissors that you would like, drop a comment. And this will be the colour, and this will be appearing in the game. I think I've put the pivot point in a very good position there. Very, very good. Anyone else picking a colour? I think chat's a little bit shy tonight. Right, I am going to pick the next colour then. Binary, feel free to pick another colour, bro. You know I'm picking yellow because I love my yellow. Oh my god, bro. What is frusia? That sounds like a fruit. Why are you getting all posh? What the fuck is frusia? Jesus Christ, man. You gotta tell me what colour that is. I have no idea, bro. You spelt it wrong. It's a good start. Fuchsia. Alright, I'm gonna have to Google this. That's like a purpley colour, yeah. Oh my god. Bro. That's a bit vibrant, but you picked it. I'm gonna call that purple because I don't want to have loads of different fancy names. I'd rather do the colour you've picked, but give it the name of purple. Anyone else in chat want to pick a colour? Make it bright. Oh my god, dude. Ugh. Like that. Jesus, dude. That's about the right colour looking at Google. Chartreuse? Come on, you got to be making that name up, bro. Are you happy with that binary? I'm guessing the thumbs up means yes. Right, RP, what on earth is Chartreuse? I feel like you're playing with me. What the fuck is Chartreuse? I'm going to Google it because that's got to be fake. Bright yellow green. Ugh. Okay, so that's a lime green. I'm just going to call it green then. Why don't you just call it lime green instead of a fancy ass word? That's proper fancy. Mr. Fancy Pants. Mr. Fancy Pants. Obnoxious green. That's a very strange... It's almost like that, isn't it? That's about the colour, isn't it? Hey, I had to one up the Chartreuse. Oh, I got you. I got you. You two have been competitive on the colours. Got it. Are you happy with that? You happy with that colour, bro? Going by Google, it pretty much looks like that. You happy? Halloween green. Okay, we need one more colour, guys. Anyone else want to pick one? We've got green, grey, purple and yellow at the minute. I'm really excited to jump into Unreal with this, guys. I'm not even joking. 2 hours into the stream and we've modelled 3 assets. Blood orange. Fucking hell. Alright. I'm not getting the hex codes. I'm just typing into Google image search the colour and then I'm just doing it by eye. That's basically burnt orange. Oh, I can see it. I can see the blood orange, yeah. That's quite a dark red, that. Okay. How's that? Was that good? You happy with that, RP? Ruby is good, okay. Alright, that is 5 scissors done, guys. So if we just flip through, we have green, or lime green, slate grey, blood orange, fuchsia, and yellow. Right. I want 2 more props before we jump into Unreal. So, let me... Wait, what have we just modelled? That was the skizzers, wasn't it? Okay, we're gonna do another wheel spin, guys. I want you to pick 3 choices this time. You get to pick 3 choices from that list. And we're gonna spin the wheel of doom. Oh Christ, I don't know what ones to go for. Crayon, sticky notes, highlighter. Anyone else in chat? Feel free to drop a comment. Sharpeners. Oh my god, bro. You really want that? You really want that ball of string, don't you, dude? Oh my god. I'm a little bit nervous for this. Staplers, fucking hell. Right. The stapler. Again, not a super tricky thing to model, but compared to some of the other stuff, complex. Staplers. Right, okay. Staplers. Let me just get up a image. Okay, can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Oh my god. That is an awkward one, bro. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Hold on, why can't I... I just wanted to quickly... Oh yeah, that is to scale. The, yeah, that's... I was just checking it was to scale. Okay. Right, so after we've modelled the stapler, there will be one more asset to model. I basically wanted 5 different assets before we jump into Unreal and make a start on the project and functionality. Because essentially, what am I thinking? I just wanted a variety, but bearing in mind, we have 5 assets modelled, but 5 variants of each, which means there's 25 different assets, basically. Right, let's model this stapler. I've not modelled a stapler before. You guys enjoying the music? Yeah, can you hear it? Is the music coming through? Because I'm not listening to that learner material, I'm not wearing a headphones, so the quality of my music should be a lot better now. Yeah, I could raise it up, but then it might drown out my voice. So I like to have it as like just a subtle kind of background music. This isn't as difficult as I thought it would be. Nice, Arthur. Sounds good. Oh, fuck me. Basically has like a little... Why is it doing that? Why is it being a twat? What have you got? That's a good one, dude. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely got the stapler shape. I'm just trying to do the... They basically have this indent for like the eyes. This one's going to be a bit tricky. There's basically a bit like that goes here. How does it look? That sounds like it's turned out quite well by the sounds of that, dude. Oh, I see. So essentially it's still the spiral shape, but you've kind of put on a texture. Essentially. How many tries is it? I just need one more just here. Tell you what I might try doing, see if this helps. We're gonna have to add a cut. What the fuck? Let me have a read. Sorry. You really want me to do a ball of yarn, don't you? There we go. Why is that? Oh, it's doing the auto bloody vertices. That's why it's fucking up. What the fuck? Bloody hell, that took a little while. Can you not send it in a whisper, bro? Let me have a look. RP, I've got a Dropbox. Can't load that type of file. I won't be downloading it. If you put it in a picture format, I'll be able to see it. Alright, there we go. It's still showing the .blend file. No, I get quite a lot of people ask that about Discord. The problem is I don't want the hassle of moderating, you know, like inappropriate content, because you don't know what people are like online, and there's a lot of trolls, and I just can't be asked to moderate that. I've got enough on my plate. So it's I mean, lots of people do ask, so maybe it's something I could look into. Okay, so basically what we've got here, guys, with this stapler, I'll just show you actually. You see on the right, that's what I've been kind of modelling it from. This little metal face part, that's what I was doing in the middle there. Now we're going to do the metal bit that comes down, and then the stapler is done. Oh, you guys really want me to model a bowl of wool, don't you? Okay. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to bring it down. So medium point, extrude. Okay. It's looking like these ones. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, RP. Yeah, if you upload it to YouTube, you can do it as private link, and then I can check out your process. I won't watch it until after the stream though. We're still going. It's half midnight. I've been streaming 2 hours 40. We could probably get the final 5th asset done in about another half hour, I reckon, and then I'll take a little break, and then we'll jump into Unreal. I might not even need a break, to be honest, because if I sit down I might just get tired. So Hmm. I'm so happy! Look at this! Making a stapler, guys. Right, the last bit to do is a little dip in this bit. It's like a little dent at the front. Let me just see, actually. I might be able to just insert those. Could I work with that? I mean, potentially. Do you like the stapler binary? I've not modelled one before. It's quite compared to the scissors. This is a lot more complicated. But going by the image off Google, I think I've done a pretty good job. And I mean, what we could do. Because normally with staplers, you've got the staples going all the way down there. If we were to... Let me just think a minute, guys. Sorry, that's YouTube's bollocks adverts. You know what? I'm just going to see if I can. There we go. No, YouTube's been a smart arse and noticed I'm using an ad blocker. Bear with me, guys. It's also some detail I'm going into. Well, it's nice to have it because I intend for players to rotate and inspect the models. Like, some people might just pick it up and put the item where it needs to go, but others might actually want to have a little rotation around the object. So, you know, just having that option, just making sure that the models, you know, a suitable level of detail is nice to have. Right, I've got an idea. What I'm going to do... how far back does the staples go? That's the thing. How's that? What do you reckon, guys? I don't think it needs any more detail on it. What do you think? You guys happy with that? I'm pretty happy with that for a stapler. Awesome sauce. Right, let's give it some colour. The easiest thing to do, because the metal is the most intricate. Where I need to label it. SM stapler. Okay. Right, what colour? Who? I think it was me and Binary that got the roll on the stapler. Binary, pick the colour, bro. You get first dibs on the first colour. RP, you're jumping the queue, mate. I'll do Olive after, but Binary gets first dibs. Black. Okay, yep. Black it is. Staplers normally have a bit of shine to it. I'll call this... Wait. Dude! Look at that. I'm happy with that, guys. If I just show you the reference image I was going by. Hold on. That's what I... That's not bad, is it? What do you reckon to that? I don't think I've done a bad job of that. It's not bad, is it? You guys happy with that? Right, where should I put the point of origin? I would think a good point of origin for this would be right there. Because that's kind of... You see where I've selected, it's kind of in the middle. Or maybe that one. I just thought that vert's quite a nice... We do have another one that's there. Awesome. Right, stapler black. Next up, RP chose olive. I'm going to need some more colours, guys. Anyone else watching? If there's a colour you want, drop a comment now. I need to look up olive colour. Okay. There you go. Ugh. Why did you want that colour? That's disgusting. Ugh. Oh, mate. Dude, I've never seen a stapler that colour. The base needs to be different for it to work. What needs to be different, binary? What do you mean the base? Sorry, what needs to be a different colour? What, the black or the olive? I mean, that reference I found, it is literally silver and black. The base of the staple needs to be different than the olive. So that only the top is olive. Oh, what? So you mean... what, you mean black base and the only colour part we're changing is the top? We can see how that looks. Okay. So two-tone, basically. Oh, you motherfucker! Like that. Is that what you were thinking? Was that what you had in mind? I think it all needs to be in colour. Like, if you look at that one, it's all blue. I think it all needs to be the same colour, dude. Look, red one. All red. All pink. I need to remove that one. Okay, has anyone else got any other colour suggestions? Chat's looking a little bit quiet on the colour. I'll pick the next one. RP and binary, you decide on the other last two colours. I think n-gons on a flat plane are okay. I remember my lecturer, the one I've been following all the modelling from, he was saying about n-gons on a flat surface should be okay. You can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 verts there, so I think that'll be okay. Maroon? Isn't maroon purple? Why don't you just say purple? Oh, dude. I'm sure that's purple. Ugh. Oh, that is a weird colour, isn't it? That's essentially a dark red. On that basis, I'm going to call it red to keep simplicity of the colours, but I will try and go for that one that you have requested. Maroon. So it's kind of kind of that colour, isn't it? Yeah. You see there? This one here? That's pretty much it. Maybe a tiny bit darker. RP, do you want to pick the last colour, dude? RP, do you want to pick the last one, or anyone else? Oh, okay, no problem, bro. No, I said I'd watch the video after I finish streaming. I'm not going to watch it during. I need you to pick a colour. You get the choice on the last colour, dude. We've already got olive. We've got black, blue, olive and red. Mustard. Okay, that's basically a dark yellow.
Mustard.
Mustard? You happy with that? That looks mustardy to me. I don't know if you guys are from the UK, but in the UK we have a brand called Coleman's mustard. Are you happy with that for mustard? Oh, please, please, not the ball of string, please. You're giving me anxiety now, dudes. You are giving me anxiety! Right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thingies. So, let me just beat to the beat to the beat back. Yeah. Okay, it's that time, guys. You get 3 choices this time. I know what you guys are picking. I know what you guys are picking. This is the last asset we're modelling before we're jumping into the Unreal Engine. So there's the list. No. I would say no. Just 3 separate choices. You get 3 choices each. There's my 3. RP, what's your 3 choices? Oh God. Hold on, who picked calendar? Oh no. Oh no. Oh fucking hell. Calendar. Oh, that's going to be tricky because that... I mean, it's not tricky. It's easy enough to do metal rings and it's doable, but I'm just having a look because that's kind of just bear with me. That's a bit of a tricky one, that dude. Are you guys happy for me to re-roll? Because that's kind of a bit of a texture one. It's basically like a flat book, but I'd need to do something in Photoshop. Are you happy for me to re-roll? I didn't want to do anything that's too complicated. Like, as in, you know. Perfect. Nice and easy. Why have I got the timeline? There we go. Right, paperclip. Oh, we can have 5 different coloured paper clips. Oh, goody. Goody, goody gumdrops. Okay, how am I going to do a paper clip? Nice and easy. It's going to be easy, guys. You know how we're going to do it. Oh shit. Ugh! Ugh! There you go. What do you reckon to that as a paperclip, guys? Like it? No. I took a plane in, merged at the centre, extruded the verts to create the shape, applied the skin modifier, and then a subdivision, applied both modifiers, then decimated it. But that's a simple low poly paperclip, 66 tries. Right, the centre of that is going to be probably from that vert to I'd say that's a good point of origin. Or maybe somewhere like there. That's a nice point of origin, isn't it? You guys happy with that for the paperclip? I like that it's low poly and a bit rough and rigid as well. It's not perfectly smooth. Like, I know I could do like that, but no, that looks shit. I like that. Right, let's give it a colour. Right, who picked the paperclip? Right, just drop me some colours, guys. I think we should have a standard silver paperclip. I'm going to go silver first. So drop a comment, guys. Oh my god. Brown? Ugh. Brown. Ugh. I love saying that. Ugh. How's that? Right, so we've got brown, grey, beige, beige. Beige is like a cream, isn't it? Yeah. That looks beige. Brown, beige, blue. Okay. I would say clay's a bit close to the beige. Maybe try a different colour instead of clay. Moss green. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys. Oh no. Grey. Green. Brown. Blue and beige. Right. You know what that means, guys? That means we have successfully modelled 5 assets. What was this? Paperclip. Okay. Right, we've got our assets. How long's that taken? 3.5 hours to model 5 different things. Yeah, what I'm going to do, guys, I'll just take a half-hour break. Just give my eyes a little rest. Half-hour break, and then I'll be back, and we'll jump into the Unreal Engine. We'll make the new project, and we'll get the functionality up for, you know, picking up objects and see how it goes. So I will be back in about half hour. If you enjoyed the stream, guys, and you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe to stay up to date. And Twitch viewers, if you haven't already and you want to see more, feel free to follow. If you want to see previous game streams I've done, check out what is going on there? Okay, something to keep an eye on. Yeah, if you want to see any previous streams I've done, I've got 3 playlists on YouTube. They cover Unreal, Unity, and Blender. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will be back in about half hour. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao, ciao for now.